हो गया होगा they are joining now. Thank you. Beta, am I audible to all? Please give me, drop me a message, beta. Beta, am I audible to all? Okay, nice, beta, nice. Thank you. So, beta, dear children, so, beta, dear students, once again, very good morning to you all and welcome you all in this class, beta, rather. As per beta, our previous discussions, we were discussing Kirchhoff's laws and all that. Rather, we have completed our second unit beta, by all means. But even then, beta, I feel that the need is there to discuss for 5 or 7 minutes about Kirchhoff's loop rule, especially not junction rule. And if I can solve one numerical problem related to loop rule for you, that will be rather much better. So let us, dear, uh, yes, wait. Okay. Now, Kirchhoff's Kirchhoff's loop rule. This is your revision part, and I will be devoting just 5 minutes on this video. The key features or key points regarding Kirchhoff's loop rule, these are that very first point is that the potential drops in the direction of current flow. The direction in which the current is flowing, the potential is supposed to fall. And dear all, fall of potential is taken negative. This is very important point. Second point is just a reciprocal of this, that the potential rises in the direction opposite to current flow. And dear children, the rise of the potential will be taken as positive. Rise of potential, this we will take as positive, beta. This is another very important point. Now, furthermore, regarding this third point with me is that moving from positive to negative, moving from positive terminal to negative terminal in a cell. This is very important, in a cell only, and that is through electrolyte. Through electrolyte, not through the outer circuit. Once again, dear children, moving from positive terminal to the negative terminal in a cell through the electrolyte, not through the outer circuit beta, then beta EMF जो है that will be treated as negative. This is the key point. And finally, fourth point with me is just reciprocal of this, that beta, if you move from negative to positive in a cell again through the electrolyte, then beta EMF of the cell that will be treated as, dear children, positive. So beta, these 4 points I covered last time also beta, but we ran out of time due to the shortage of time. We were not able to complete it in that well manner beta. It has got so many applications regarding the numerical problems and all that beta. So dear, once again, the direction in which the current is flowing, in that direction the electric potential, it will drop, it will decrease, and decrease will be treated as negative. Reciprocal of this will be taken as positive. And in the cell, when you move from positive terminal to the negative terminal through the electrolyte, this is key point, EMF will be treated as negative and it's reciprocal. So it is based upon this concept, I will be solving one numerical problem based upon the Kirchhoff's laws and all that beta, and that will be quite helpful for us to understand that how we are to apply this particular rule beta in this place beta. So dear students, let me share one simple numerical problem just to explore the rules, that how the rules and the laws governing the difference of potential, flow of current and all that, these will be getting applied over here. So dear, I have written one numerical problem for you. This is very simple otherwise. My purpose over here is just to convey you that how we can apply this rule beta. Beta, you are given a network of resistors beta. This is the resistor in the middle, and imagine that here we have another resistor and there is another resistor in this branch given to you as such. So these are 3 resistors. Another resistor is given to us along this particular branch, and here we come across another resistor over here. This is the network of the resistors given to you, and it is connected to a cell, or you can say a battery, in this manner beta, this way. Or here we have another resistor. This is connected in this way, and this is the complete circuit, dear children. And here it is named as P, Q, and with R and S. And here this is with your U, and it is T. And here we can say that, suppose we now allot the different values to the resistors. This is with a 10 ohm resistor, and here it is with a 5 ohm resistor, here 10 ohm resistor and 5 ohm resistor, with a 5 ohm resistor, and here external, this is with a 10 ohm, and with a, dear children, battery, this is of 10 volts beta. And furthermore, the currents are also given to you in this circuit. I am again repeating, dear children, numerical is not difficult at all. It is simple. My purpose is to make you understand beta that how to apply the Kirchhoff's loop rule. So ye electric current I, this is flowing through this outer branch. This all must be I. When it is entering up to point P, it is getting splitted up into 2 branches beta. Here I1 current is flowing through this branch, and let me write it over here, 10 ohm. We may not be getting confused otherwise. This is with a I was total minus I1 we are left with now. And with a, dear students, out of this I1, I2 current is flowing in the lower branch, 5 ohm branch. Rest of the current I1 minus I2 is flowing in that branch. And here, dear, these currents from these two branches, these are meeting and going through this 10 ohm resistor. This is I minus I1 plus uttar I2. Now focus at point R with A. These two branches of the currents are meeting at with A R. I minus I1 plus I2 plus I1 minus I2, this will give you simply I. So this is how the whole current in the circuit beta, it is flowing beta. Now beta, dear children, in order to calculate each and every current, each and every branch having any value of the current, I will be considering the circuit in this format. This is my first loop over here. I will be applying loop rule in this manner. And here, this is my second loop. I will be applying in this manner. And with a third loop. And especially with regarding my third loop, I will apply, this is the outer loop in this manner, this way. This is the outer loop I will be using. 3 loops I will be using बेटे. आइए बेटे वन बाय वन अब इनको देखें करके. फर्स्ट लूप 1 बेटे स्टैंडर्ड ये सारी की सारी कन्वेंशंस हैं. All the other are derived from these conventions बेटा. Let us begin with point P. I1 आपका इस करेक्शन में I2 and then here we are against I minus I1. The directions along the current, these indicate the direction of fall of the potential, and fall of the potential is negative. I will write minus 5I1. See this. Then minus 5 here. This is I2 and here we are opposite. This is plus 5I minus I1. This is equal to 0. No source of EMF is connected over here. Now, in this case, beta, if I just beta change the signs over here, beta, in order to get the equation furthermore solved, I can just say that beta, this was your 10 beta. See this, this was not 5, this was beta 10. 10 I1, 5 I2, and this is all equal to 0 beta. Now beta, I can be just having this rule applied as such. 5 can be taken common. So this will be minus 2 I1 minus I2 plus I minus I1 equal to 0. Beta, I can adjust the signs still. I will be getting 2 I1 plus I2 minus I minus I1 is equal to 0. मैंने नेगेटिव साइन के साथ मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया या कॉमन ले लिया या उधर ले गया, जो मर्जी कह लो. इसको एक्सपेंड करेंगे. 2I1 प्लस I2 माइनस I बेटा अगेन प्लस I1 इक्वल टू 0. दिस इज माई 3I1 प्लस I2 माइनस I. दिस इज इक्वल टू बेटे 0. So in this manner bete, I get my first equation from loop number 1 in this form bete. Then bete, dear children, let me, bete, is it clear to you all up to this point? You can drop a small message that will be quite helpful. Okay, nice Mihir, nice bete. Thank you beta. बहुत बढ़िया बेटे. आइए लूप नंबर 2 पे फोकस करता हूं बेटे मैं. लूप नंबर 2 डियर. So this was your this was beta U, and this was the direction we have taken. This is beta your loop number 2. Try to focus Uttar. We will begin with this point Q beta. In the direction negative, opposite net positive, opposite positive. Let us begin with this point. It is beta minus 5 I1 minus I2. See, we are going along the current, that is why negative. Then here we go opposite to the current, that is why positive. 10 I minus I1 plus I2, ये third branch, this is the third branch, opposite to current we are moving, plus 5I2 equal to 0. बेटे dear students, again 5 can be taken common or adjusted, जो मर्जी कह लो, जैसे मर्जी कह लो. This is minus I minus I1 minus I2, sorry, not I. And plus this will be 2, then I minus I1 plus I2 plus this is simply I2 equal to 0. मैं फिर साइन बेटे उल्टे कर देता हूँ, जो मर्जी कह लो, कॉमन ले लो या उधर ले जाओ, इधर ले जाओ, जैसे मर्जी कह लो आप. दिस इज I1 माइनस I2, चेंज किया -2, I माइनस I1 प्लस I2, अगेन चेंज किया -I2 इक्वल टू 0. बेटे now I will be just solving this beta, eliminating the bracket. This is I1 minus beta I2, then beta minus 2I putter, then minus minus plus 2I1, then minus 2I2 beta, and last term minus I2 equal to 0. And beta dear children, I will get I1 is here, I1 is here. This is 3I1. I2 is here, I2 is here, I2 is here. Minus 4I2 and minus 2I equal to 0 beta. So in this way beta, I will be getting my second equation completed from loop number 2 beta. बेटे एक बार हल्का सा कमेंट करके बता दीजिए, इज इट जस्टिफाइड टू यू? सबको क्लियर है स्टूडेंट्स को बेटा? यस, मिहिर, म्यांक, खुशी, भवनीत, फिजा, गरिमा, गुरमहक, भवनीत, यस बेटा, ओके नाइस, थैंक यू बेटे. देन बेटा मेरा आउटर लूप, लेट अस फोकस अपॉन दैट. एक्सट्रीमली आउटर लूप बेटे, आई विल बिगिन with this point P, outer loop, loop का name P, Q, R, and here it is P and U and again up to P. बेटे dear, I will start from point P to Q to R, then through the external circuit again up to point P. आइए देखिए. In the direction of current beta, I will take it as negative minus 10 I1. Again in the direction minus 5 I1 minus I2 dear, and here again in the direction of current, this is minus 10 I. We are in the direction. Now we can see here we are encountering the negative terminal first. ठीक है जी? And we are moving through the electrolyte, negative to positive. EMF will be taken as beta positive. This is all 0. बेटे EMF वाला कंसेप्ट हो गया क्लियर डियर चिल्ड्रन? फिजा, गरिमा, गुरमहक, मिहिर, भवनीत, खुशी, मागो. बेटे this concept is clear that how to move from negative to positive through the electrolyte. It should be taken positive beta. Fiza, Mihir, Mayank, beta concept is clear. This especially EMF. Nice. Then I will adjust again 5. It will be minus 2I1 minus I1 minus I2 minus this is with a 2I plus 2 equal to 0. 5 taken common. Now I will adjust the sign, change the sign throughout. It will be 2I1 plus I1 minus I2 plus 2I minus 2 equal to 0. This 2 can be shifted to the other side, and I will be opening the bracket also. 2I1 plus I1, sorry, minus I2 then plus 2I, and this is equal to 2. If I rewrite this with all, I will be having I1 is here and here, 3I1, I2 negative and 2I positive. This is equal to 2 beta. So beta, in this manner, I will be getting my third equation completed over here. So dear students, this is how we are to make use of loop number 1, loop number 2, loop number 3. And we are to apply Kirchhoff's loop rule in this manner. Beta, drop a small message that is it all clear to you? Should I proceed ahead with the new chapter now, beta? Yes, beta, dear students, beta, waiting for your comments, beta. बेटे खुशी भवनीत फिजा गरिमा गुरमहक मिहिर एंड यशदीप ओके जी नाइस बेटे नाइस थैंक यू बेटा लेट अस प्रोसीड फर्दर सो बेटे विद दिस आई एम फुली सेटिस्फाइड बेटे दैट दिस चैप्टर इज नाउ absolutely clear to you and you will be able to finish any type of problem if you face. So dear children, now I will be focusing upon our next chapter revision part beta, that is our magnetic effects of current and beta magnetism. So dear all, let us proceed with the new chapter beta, magnetic effects of current and magnetism. Now beta, we will be focusing only upon the revision part. Rest detail we have already discussed beta. Beta, basically beginning with this chapter beta, we have few important rules. That is our Ampere's swimming rule is there, right hand thumb rule is there, snow rule is there beta. So I will be just beta explaining these rules side by side. Otherwise I will at least beta name these once again. Snow rules: south to north over the magnetic needle gets deflected towards the west. Again beta, snow rule: if we imagine that we are making a current to flow from south towards the north in a conductor placed over a magnetic needle, then the magnetic needle gets deflected towards the west beta. This is your snow rule. I am not going into the too much details now beta. And if we come to the case of Ampere's swimming rule beta, see the swimming rule. In the swimming rule beta, we will be seeing that if we assume a person is swimming across a sea and a current is entering through his feet and leaving through his head, then the magnetic needle below that person will get deflected towards his left hand beta. And your right hand thumb rule, you will hold your right hand. This is my right hand. We hold the thumb in the direction of the electric current. The fingers, these will be curling in the direction of the magnetic field. And after this, we come across Fleming's left hand rule, that is for the magnetic force acting on a conductor. Imagine that this is my conductor. It is being placed in a magnetic field and this is the direction of the magnetic field. Now, in order to come up with the magnetic force acting on this conductor, what I can do, I will apply Fleming's left hand rule. This is my left hand beta. First finger for the field, central finger for the current, and the thumb. This is for the force acting on the conductor. Provided all the three fingers must be held mutually perpendicular to each other. And beta, dear all, if I talk about Fleming's right hand rule beta, this is also called generator rule, because when we talk about Fleming's right hand rule, we always apply this rule in order to find the direction of the induced current developed in a conductor when it is subjected to a magnetic field, when rather it is moved in a magnetic field. So, dear students, in that case, I will hold my right hand, first finger in the direction of the field, then the thumb in the direction of the motion or the force acting on the conductor, then my central finger, it will give the direction of the current that is being induced or that is being getting produced in the conductor. So briefly, these were all the rules. Details you have already learned in a very well and nice manner. Now I will be just focusing upon the revision part. All the chapter beginning with Biot-Savart's law, basic relationships we are having with us. Biot-Savart's law. Dear students, Biot-Savart's law, this is basically experimental law, and it is adopted or used to find the direction of the magnetic field as well as the magnitude of the magnetic field due to a small element having a current I being passed through that. Imagine, dear, this is the conductor, and let the conductor be A and B, name of the conductor, and we imagine that a current I is passing through this beta, and here we have the observation point P, and this is having a distance r or a position vector r from the point O, and here we imagine a small element, this element dl, having length dl, and it may be marked as xy, and suppose this is making an angle theta with the direction of the conductor carrying current I. Dear all, if I apply even right hand thumb rule, I will be holding my thumb in the direction of the conductor. See my fingers at point P, these are pointing into the blackboard, and that is perpendicular and inward. So at point P, my magnetic field will be perpendicular and inwards. Now, our purpose is to calculate the magnetic field at the point P. My purpose is to remind you of the concepts once again. Small element xy, small is the magnetic force at the point P, and that small magnetic field, not force, that field is directly proportional to I, magnitude of the current, that is directly proportional to dl, length of the conductor, that is directly dependent upon sine of this angle, and that is inversely dependent upon square of the distance of the observation point from the point O. Combine all these parameters, we will have dB is proportional to I dl sine theta upon r square beta. If I remove this proportionality sign, I will be having dB is equal to mu naught over 4 pi I, then beta, I will have to rub these all parameters now, I dl sine theta upon r square beta. This is the magnitude only, and if we intend to find the direction, I will write dB, this is mu naught upon 4 pi I, and it is beta dl vector cross r vector. I am multiplying as well as dividing by the magnitude of this r. This is r cube. So in this manner beta, I will get my magnetic field discussed in this manner. Now beta dear, mu naught is permeability of the free space. Mu naught, it has got 4 pi 10 raised power minus 7 as the numerical value. But in order to find out the units for this mu naught, see, magnetic field will be in Tesla, square of the distance, meter square, it is again distance or the dimension, it will be meter, meter upon meter square, it will be 1 meter in the denominator, 1 power of the meter the other. Tesla, meter, ampere on the other side, per ampere. Tesla, meter, per ampere beta. So this is Tesla, meter, per ampere. This is how you can find out the units for this mu naught, that is the permeability of the free space and all that. Now, beta dear students, for a minute focus upon this relationship, dl vector cross r vector. Beta, you might be remembering that in our 11th standard, we discussed about beta cross product of the vectors. Whenever we are involved about the cross product of the vectors beta, the cross product, it can lead us to the direction of the resultant, which is having direction in such a manner that it is perpendicular to both of the connecting vectors, that is dl vector as well as r vector. And mind one thing, beta, when you make use of your right-handed screw rule, even then you will move from DL towards R. These are the fingers moving from DL towards R. The direction in which your thumb, it will be pointing, beta, that will give you the direction of the resultant with a DL on. So in this manner, you can see this, view this, and something regarding this short numericals may be asked to you, beta. After this, beta, I will be focusing upon the magnetic field acting on a straight conductor carrying a current with a I. Let us focus upon this, beta. We have magnetic force, beta. Magnetic फोर्स नहीं बेटे, फील्ड की बात करनी थी. मैग्नेटिक फील्ड ड्यू टू ए स्ट्रेट कंडक्टर कैरिंग a current. Let us, beta, focus upon this concept now. This is very important, beta. Imagine that, beta, we have a long straight conductor rather, and yes, imagine that, beta, this is the lower end, this is the upper end of the conductor, and furthermore, suppose that this is the point P at which we are interested in calculating the magnetic field due to this long straight conductor carrying a current I, beta. And we may mark this point as O point, beta. Furthermore, imagine that this distance is equal to A, this distance, beta, from the point O up to the observation point P. And here, beta, I can consider a small element of the length, say DL, and imagine that, beta, this is making an angle phi. This angle I am considering to be phi with the conductor. And dear students, in this case, this distance up to the center of this element, it can be considered to be equal to L. And this distance from this point up to this point, it can be considered to be R. And when I will be joining this end with this end, imagine this angle, and rather this, in this manner, if we will be connecting these, here this angle, this is theta, this angle theta 1, and this angle as angle theta 2. So I hope the diagram is very much clear to you now, beta. Here is no angle shown. A current I flowing through this conductor in this manner. Small element L, A, R, phi, theta, theta 1, theta 2. At the point P, due to this small element, I will apply Biot-Savitz's law. Dear students, I will say dB mu naught upon 4 pi IDL sin phi, this is phi, upon R square. इस पॉइंट को बेटे मैं पॉइंट L बोल देता हूं फॉर द टाइम बीइंग, बेटा. इमेजिन ट्रायंगल OLP. In this triangle, beta, I can say that my sin phi, this, it is equal to A upon R. I will rotate it in this manner, and in this case, this is my base, perpendicular hypotenuse. A upon R, perpendicular over hypotenuse, is equal to sine of angle phi. And beta, I can say that if at the same time I see it from this view, this is my angle theta, I will say that, beta, over here A upon R is also equal to cos of angle theta. You can well again see base upon hypotenuse, this is cos of angle theta. I can now join these two, beta. That is sin phi is A by R. This is equal to cos theta, and beta, my R, this is A by sin theta. Sorry, cos theta. Take this over here, cos theta, beta. This is how I calculate R. Now I need dl and sine phi as well also. Sine phi is equal to your cos of angle theta. It is already justified. And now we focus upon this triangle once again. Perpendicular over base, that is L upon A. This is equal to tangent of angle theta. L is A tan theta. Have the derivative. dl is A and secant square theta d theta. dl is with us now, r is with us, and beta sine phi, this is equal to your cos of angle theta. Let us substitute all the values here in this equation. So, dear students, I will get this relationship modified in this manner that this dB is mu naught upon 4 pi. I को कुछ नहीं कहा हमने. In place of dl, it is a secant square theta d theta. Sin phi बेटे cos theta के बराबर हमने प्रूव किया था. This is cos theta divided by r. ये देखिए r आपके पास है. It is a over cos theta है. इसको आप a secant theta लिख सकते हो. So it will be a square secant square theta. Now, my dear children, let me adjust the values, numerical as well as the otherwise. 1a getting cancelled, secant square theta getting cancelled. I am left with dB is mu naught upon 4 pi I by a, and with a cos theta, of course, d theta. So, dear students, this is the magnetic field due to the short small element dl length. Now, in order to calculate the whole magnetic field due to the whole conductor, I will have to integrate this relationship. So, I will say that b integral of this dv ban jayega beta, and I will substitute this in this integral, and I will be getting that I will have this b to be equal to mu naught upon 4 pi I by a, ठीक है जी, and cos of angle theta and d theta integral. अच्छा बच्चों, एक important बात, angles made in the anti-clockwise sense negative, in the clockwise sense positive. So here I will have minus theta 1 2 plus theta 2. बेटे ध्यान से देखिएगा एक बार फिर से, ये एंगल डाउनवर्ड एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, दैट इज वाई नेगेटिव. ये एंगल क्लॉकवाइज, दैट इज वाई पॉजिटिव बेटे. So this is how you have to choose the limits beta. Now let me beta proceed with this integral completed. Mu naught 4 pi I by a integral of cos theta. This is beta your sin theta. Limits minus theta 1 to theta 2, and it will be mu naught upon 4 pi I by a sin theta 2 plus sin theta 1. So beta dear students, net value magnetic field whole conductor B mu naught upon 4 pi I by a sin theta 2 sin theta 1. This is my net field beta. Dear students, if the conductor is infinitely long, theta 1 will be pi by 2, theta 2 will be pi by 2. Then I will put the values over here. Infinitely long, infinitely long conductor, theta 1 pi by 2, theta 2 pi by 2 put कर दो. sin 91 2 हो गया, 2 यहाँ पे कैंसिल आउट करेगा. b is mu naught into I by 2 pi a. So beta, this is how we get it calculated. Bell has gone. I hope it is clear to you beta. एक हल्का सा कमेंट करके बता दीजिए, is it all clear to you, so that I can finish. Yes beta, Mihir Myank. Okay, nice beta, thank you all. Time is up. We will be meeting tomorrow. Thank you all beta.